What is the formula to glass skin? I'll tell you my formula to glass skin. There was a posting on the Estheticians Forum last night that I read, and it got me thinking that I wanted to share. The posting was that somebody had paid like a lot of money, a ridiculous amount of money, to find out the formula to glass skin, or that person's version of their formula. And I decided I was going to share my formula here. So here goes. First, I consult with my client. After I finish my consultation, I do a double cleanse, and then I dermaplane their skin thoroughly. Once I'm done with that, I start to press in this kombucha microbiome balancing essence. It's my favorite. Then I do a hydration mask, preferably one that has hyaluronic in it, and I leave that on for about 10 to 15 minutes. If they have any texture on their nose, I'll take the glycolic and retinol pads, and I just kind of like get in, and if there's any extractions needed, then I do that. The finishing touches are where it's not any secret, it's just my version. I press in a little bit more of the essence here. Then the next step would be hyaluronic serum. Right now I'm using Lyra just because I'm finishing up this bottle. I really like this hyaluronic. It's really nice. Then if their skin is really dry, I use the balm by Sorella Apothecary. Of course, I always sunscreen, always. And then my key, I feel like, is the last ingredient here. I top it off to give it that glow, and it is the Facial Nectar by Sorella Apothecary. What I do is I just put a little bit on my hands and I press it on, and that's what gives them that glow, the reflection, and then I'm done. Of course, eye cream. The main reason I use the oil on top, it seals everything in. So it acts as an occlusive, which traps everything that you just put onto the skin in layers, and it forces it to soak that in and absorb that in. So, I mean, in a nutshell, you're pressing in and you're layering in hyaluronic. You're forcing the skin to absorb this hyaluronic so then it plumps, and then it looks more healthy. It has a slight microcirculation from the exfoliation of the dermaplane, and then you top it off with the moisturizer and the oil, and you get a glow.